I am Emperor Caligula. You call me a mad tyrant who made a horse a senator. You believe the pathetic lies of cowardly historians. Listen closely. My madness was actually pure calculation. Rome was rotting from the inside out. The glorious Senate had become a hack-gathering of greedy, spunless worms. They sold their dignity for scraps of power while pretending to be noble men. I needed to show them their true worth. One morning I looked at my magnificent white Insatitas. He was strong, loyal, and pure. He was everything those Roman politicians were absolutely not. I built him a stable carved from pristine white marble. It was a calculated slap across the face of every arrogant patrician of Rome. My horse lived better than the foolish elite rulers of Rome.
His manger was made of solid ivory. He drank expensive wine from golden buckets. He wore purple blankets adorned with flawless precious gems. I dressed a beast like a god to humiliate them. I ordered my guards to enforce absolute silence in the neighborhood for his races. Anyone who dared to disturb your sleep faced immediate execution. Fear is the only language humans truly understand. Then came the Banquets! I sent official invitations to the highest officials. Old men in white togas had to bow down and dine with horse at my table.
I watched their eyes. They were trembling, swallowing their pride along with the food. No one dared to object. They smiled and praised the beautiful animal just to survive another bloody imperial day.
Ah!
This is the absolute essence of psychological torture. I made them worship a creature that ate oats, just to prove they were nothing but obedient, expensive clothes in a grand theater. My horse never plotted against me. He never whispered lies in the dark corridors. He never held hidden dagger behind his back. He was 10 times the citizen any senator ever was. I even made him a priest, a horse performing sacred duties for the gods of Rome. The religious leaders stood there and accepted. They traded their sacred faith for their miserable lives.
Historians write that I suffered from a severe mental illness. They say a fever destroyed my brain. Idiots! My mind was perfectly clear. I was just totally free from their boring human mogolity.
They hated me because I made them look like absolute clowns. I showed the entire empire that the mighty Senate could be replaced by animal without anything changing in the government. I declared war on the sea god Neptune himself, and I won. My legions slashed the water with swords and gathered trophies. Did you laugh? I proved I could order the army to do absolute absurdity and they would obey out of pure fear. But cowards always strike from the shadows. The Praetorian Guard, the men sworn to protect my divine life. They could not defeat my mind! So they target my physical body!
I watched their eyes! They were trembling, swallowing their pride along with the food! No one dared to object, smiled and praised the beautiful animal just to survive another bloody imperial day.
They hated me because I made them look like absolute clowns. I showed the entire empire that the mighty Senate could be replaced single animal, without anything changing in the government. I call it ultimate political dominance. When you possess the power of a living god, reality becomes whatever you desire. The horse was merely an instrument of my truth. But cowards always strike from the shadows. The Praetorian Guard, the men sworn to protect my divine life began to plot. They could not defeat my mind, so they targeted my physical body. 30 daggers pierced my flesh in narrow underground tunnel. They slaughtered me like an animal while I screamed that I was immortal. Blood stained the cold marble. The Empire held its breath. They killed the Emperor, but they lacked the courage to kill the horse. In Citacasson, a beautiful white ghost, reminding them of their eternal humiliation. My brilliant joke outlived my own life.
2,000 years later, my glorious shadow still rules your pathetic mortal minds. Obey your immortal emperor today. Subscribe to Dark Legacy now and comment below who truly broke the historical system.